So today's a work day, first day back to work after the holidays. And I'm gonna be heading out to drive to work. So I just arrived at work. See you guys in a little bit. So I'm done for the day and heading home. Apparently tomorrow there's a large storm brewing and there's going to be a cyclone category 3 to 5. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of rain and high winds. So I thought that we were lucky and missed the storm, but apparently that was just the beginning. So SF was flooded a couple of days ago, and now we have another storm coming, so that'll be even worse. But yeah, I guess I will be working from home tomorrow. How's everyone's day going? It's been so busy for me. Today was basically a Monday. Not a lot of people came in, but also it's like New Year's week, so everyone's probably off. But some reason I feel a bit at ease coming in. Maybe because we just had a long break, so I don't feel so stressed. But I think by the end of the day I was a bit swamped with work. Catching up on emails are never fun. I'm like so tired today. I hardly got any sleep last night after I was done doing some like editing, and I immediately like try to sleep, but then like, do you guys ever feel like there's just so much on your mind and you just can't shut your brain off or turn it off, and it just keeps running overnight even though you're so exhausted and you're just trying to sleep? And that happened to me last night, and I think I was up till like 5 a.m. because I just could not turn off and shut down my brain. I feel like this happens every time. It's like the day before work starts. I don't know if it's anxiety or anything, but it just keeps me up at night. Today when I got into work, I got like a large cup of coffee, immediately chugged that whole cup, which is the first time, because normally whenever I grab coffee, and folks notice that at work, that I always end up leaving the cup of coffee on my desk for the whole day without finishing it, because I end up getting sidetracked and it just ends up being left there, and then it gets cold and I just don't finish it. I think because I just drank too much of it too quickly, I now have a migraine, and so I don't know, I just feel like my brain is on like high speed. Like what I was saying earlier today about the cyclone, I feel like there's something going on. Mother Nature, global warming, the weather is going crazy. So I've been watching like TikTok videos about the snowstorm in Canada, and then, you know, the rainstorm, and then like even during the holiday, I wanted to go to Lake Tahoe, and there was even a like bad snowstorm there as well. Wanted to go, you know, out and explore, but then, you know, flooding in San Francisco. So it's like not looking good. And then the cyclone tomorrow, kind of worried. I don't really know what to expect. From someone coming from the East Coast, one thing that always scared me about California was the earthquakes. I've never experienced earthquakes before in New York. I mean, the right before I relocated, we did have that really bad flood that happened for the first time, where there were like news reports and everything where cars were underwater, and like it was just horrible. That was the first time I've experienced such like bad weather. I mean, besides snow. I mean, snow is the usual case in New York. I feel like I've I've seen enough that it's not something that I'm overly worried about unless I'm driving or commuting out. Then yeah, I think the worst is really just shoveling the snow. I actually enjoy the snow. I love winter. So that's my favorite. Like when I moved here and I experienced my first, like the first earthquake, it felt like I was on like a top of a dryer. Like everything started shaking, and my kitchen, all the plates were like shaking as well. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I've spoken to folks that are from here, and to them it's kind of, because it happens so often, they're just like whatever. So I think in California, the way they kind of, well, at least in this area, they're more worried about snow than it is earthquakes. Whereas I think as a New Yorker, I'm more worried about earthquakes than I am of snow, unless I'm driving in the snow. So besides weather, I'm trying to figure out locations or like tourist spots or destinations for the weekend after all this whole storm situation goes away, where I can go and explore. I feel like I've already seen a good chunk of North California. Well, the San Francisco, Bay Area locations, unless I missed some towns. I'm not sure. But is there any recommendations that you guys may have if you guys are from, North California, where I could go during the weekends? I feel like I've already explored Capitola. I've already explored Big Sur. I've already gone to like the, Berkeley and Oakland, Napa, Sonoma, Yosemite, Carmel. What else is there? Monterey. Where other locations have I been to? The general, like, Palo Alto, Stanford. I've been there as well. What is the other town that I've been to? Campbell? San Jose, downtown. Yeah, is there anywhere else to explore, or would I need to fly in? Like, I know like another destination that's very popular, even with my coworkers, is like either going to LA, but that's like a 5 hour drive. But I've been to LA before already. San Diego. San Diego's way far. You wouldn't drive, you would fly. I've been there as well. But yeah, is there anywhere else? I've been looking into like Joshua Tree. Is it worth going? Is it worth visiting? I've been seeing pictures and it looks like really nice there, so I'm not sure. But I think that's in Palm Spring, if I'm guessing. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out any locations to sightsee. A lot of different road trips here. But then at the same time, I feel like I have to do so much planning. I have to research a lot to look for destinations, because I don't know where to go and what to see. And I end up getting recommendations from conversations I have with random people, like here and there. And I, like, my hairstylist was telling me, oh, you should visit Sausalito. And I was like, oh, okay. And then that's how I found out about that location. But it's a really pretty town. It's a cute town. But very dainty, and it kind of reminds me of like, well, not the Hamptons, but it has that feel. It has a little bit of that kind of Rhode Island vibe to it. But yeah, does anyone know where I should go?